Good afternoon. It's a privilege to be here again, and I want to thank Michelle and Dylan. How about a hand for Michelle and Dylan? They are tirelessly supporting us. You know, all over this great nation, from our smallest towns to our largest cities, this weekend, millions of Americans are going to be gathering, like you, to honor our fallen war dead. On Thursday, I had the privilege of being out at Camp Edwards, Otis Air Force Base, Joint Base Cape Cod, for the Otis Citizens Advisory Council Memorial Day service, where they honored the men and women who have died in service to the country related to Otis. Yesterday, as you probably saw, or you were there, over 68,000 flags were put on the graves at the Bourne National Cemetery. Today, starting now for 24 hours, men and women like these are going to stand in honor and remembrance of those who have fallen in service to the nation. Tomorrow, like many of you, I'll be in my town, in Sandwich, as we'll be at our small town parades as we go from memorial to memorial and remember the fallen from each war. Over 1.3 million men and women have answered the call and paid the ultimate sacrifice in service to their nation, giving their life so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we often take for granted. Seeing the men and women come across this stage, those World War II veterans, it goes right to your soul. Over 405,000 of those veterans' friends, fellow soldiers, perished to stop the atrocities, the unspoken atrocities that were occurring across Europe and in the South Pacific. In Korea, over 36,000 men died in Korea to stop the spread of communism. At 2 o'clock, we'll welcome home again our Vietnam veterans, and as Dylan says, to make something wrong right. Over 58,000 of their buddies died when they answered the call, went when they were asked to go, wherever it was, follow orders and do their job. And these men and women who are fighting now and have been fighting since 2001, over 7,000 of them have perished in Iraq and Afghanistan. How do we honor these men and women? Well, Cape Cod Cares and Troops has got it right, and they have this event right. For those of you who have served, you know what it means to get that message from home, to get that letter, to get a box of personal care items, food, goodies, letters. Reminds them as they serve, seemingly unforgotten sometime. It's been 16 years since September 11th, 2001, when they get that care package that you have donated to, you have stuffed, you have paid for the mailing. It reminds them that their service is still important. Honoring those who have served, who currently serve, is equally important. By honoring someone, helping someone, standing in memory of someone, in support of someone, you're sending that message to the world that we still remember you, we still honor you, and we still appreciate your service. And there is no better or more important way to honor our fallen than to remember their families. So each year I have the privilege of announcing and inviting our Gold Star families to come up on the stage so that we can honor them, remember their loved one, and love them. So this list is a list of the Gold Star families since September 11th, 2001. If you are a family member of any of these fallen heroes, I would ask you to come up on stage. Navy Captain Gerald F. DeConto, 2001. Army Sergeant Mark Vecchione, 2006. Army Sergeant Alexander Fuller, 2007. Army Staff Sergeant Elisa Burchett, 2007. Army Sergeant Zachary Tellier, 2007. Marine Private First Class Daniel McGuire, 2008. Army Private First Class Paul Donlin, 2008. Marine Lance Corporal Nicholas Exaros, 2009. Marine Captain Eric Jones, 2009. Army Staff Sergeant Matthew Pacino, 2009. Army Private First Class Clinton Springer II, 2010. Army Sergeant Matthew Gallagher, 2011. Navy SEAL Kevin Houston, 2011. Navy Commander Frank Williams, 2013. Memorial Day is a lot of things to a lot of people. Some of us remember our own family members who are no longer with us. Some of us think about those who are serving today and how we can support them. First in my heart are the ones who are left behind, and we thank you, we appreciate you, and we love you for the sacrifice that you've given to this country so that we can all enjoy the freedoms to live here. God bless you all.